I'm wearing, I've had since boot camp.
And I just saved on my car insurance for driving safe with USAA.
Auto insurance that flexes with you.
Hit the fit.
That's what we're made for.
When your kid is hurting, do about it. That's a
I'd like to introduce our folks to sing the national anthem. This is the Windsong Community Chorus. It's an all-female, non-audition, non-profit a cappella community chorus of approximately 36 members from Winchester, Virginia, under the direction of converts. Today we're delighted to have them. I think this is about, they told me this was half the group. I can't imagine how big the whole group is. A lot of nice ladies. Anyway, we're pleased to have them to sing the national anthem. So ladies, whenever you are ready and you have the microphones ready, take it away. Wow, that is absolutely fantastic. Wow, thank you.
The 2025 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2025 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for the home opener here from Strasburg in 2025 as the 0-1 Strasburg Express will play host to the 2-0 Staunton Braves. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutschall. Glad to be with you and glad to be back for another year of summer baseball here in the Valley Baseball League as Staunton's in town, a North versus South division battle here. Strasburg will send Armando Nunez to the mound. The left-hander will get the start tonight for the Express. And the lineup, he will face the 2-0 Staunton Braves. Leading off and playing left field, it's Lincoln Pack. Batting second and playing third, a former member of the Express, Wyatt Pfeiffer. Batting third, Aaron Jamison, the designated hitter. Batting fourth and playing first, it's Wyatt Campbell. Ty Galuski, the catcher, will bat fifth. Batting sixth is Cooper McDaniel, the center fielder. Jackson Ingram will play short and bat seventh. Ryan Flaherty, the right fielder, will bat eighth. And Zach Pajeski, the second baseman, will bat ninth for the Braves. Again, Staunton is 2-0. They were able to play on opening night. Meanwhile, Strasburg was rained out. The Express coming off of a loss last night against the Woodstock River Bandits.
Now batting from Pensacola State College, left fielder, number 5, Lincoln Pack.
Want to thank everyone for joining us, whether you're watching over on Facebook or on YouTube. We're ready for baseball here. Home opener 2025 for the Express. The lefty Nunez from the windup kicks and deals, and the first pitch is ball one at 6:08. The count is 1-0. Lincoln Pack, the left fielder. He's played in the Valley League before. He swings and hits it into the air, left field, backing up and making the catch out there is Douglas. And there's one out here in the top of the first. So a fly out to start the ball game here for the visiting Braves of Staunton. Here's Wyatt Pfeiffer, the third baseman. Pfeiffer out of James Madison University. Bats from the right side against the lefty Nunez. The pitch, called strike, 0-1. Pfeiffer, a 6'2" switch hitter out of Greentown, Pennsylvania. Count is 0-1. Just underway here from Strasburg here on the 1st of June in 2025, the 0-1. And a called strike. Nunez finds the zone again, 0-2. Get to the defense behind Nunez for the Express here in just a moment. Lefty kicks and delivers. Breaking ball hit down the right field line, but foul. Still 0-2. Defense tonight behind the left-handed starting pitcher Armando Nunez. Left to right in the outfield, it's Douglas in left, Mosley in center, and De Los Santos in right. Hot corner in the infield will be Anderson, Rosales at short, Pepe at second, Schmidt at first, and Duff is doing the catching. Here's a ground ball to the right side. It's going to be through for a base hit past the diving Pepe into right field, and a two-strike, one-out single here in the first for Wyatt Pfeiffer.
From the University of South Carolina, number 18, Aaron Jamison.
So the first hit of the ball game here in this one, it'll bring up the designated hitter Aaron Jamison. So a lefty-lefty matchup here. And the pitch. That's in the dirt to the backstop, and that'll move Pfeiffer up to second on a wild pitch. Again, last night for Strasburg, a very winnable game. They ended up losing 5-2 at Woodstock. They were down 2-0 all the way to the 8th inning. Crazy thing about it, Woodstock they had 2 hits in the first inning. They led 2-0 all the way to the 8th. They didn't get another hit until the 8th inning. Strasburg finally tied it, but then a 3-run, 2-out home run in the bottom of the 8th lifted Woodstock to the win. That's in the dirt. And the guy that hit the home run also recorded the save for the River Bandits. That's a very unusual stat. Might be the first in River Bandits history. Hit the game-winning home run or go-ahead home run and record the save. 2-0. That is just missing 3-0. First game of the year, so we're all going to be as nice as possible up here. Long season. So 3 balls, no strikes to Jamison. And he takes a called strike, 3-1. If you're unfamiliar with the dimensions here at this ballpark, it is a home run ballpark. It's one of the better ballparks for hitters in the Valley League. Down the lines, left and right field, just 300 feet. Straightaway center, the deepest part at 365, the 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So a 1-out walk, back-to-back base runners for Staunton.
Southern College, number 14, Wyatt Campbell.
So it'll bring up the first baseman, Wyatt Campbell. Campbell, 6'4" righty from Florida Southern. Nunez in the Express looking for a ground ball double play. Here's the first pitch. That's outside, ball 1. 1-game final today in the Valley League, and that was Woodstock defeating Charlottesville 8-7. So the River Bandits are 2-0. Charlottesville is 0-2. Unusual 0-2 for them. The 1-0. That misses as well. Other thing you have to think about, a lot of teams still missing 5, 10, 12 players, and that's the case at least for the Express. I know it's also the case for Harrisonburg, likely Charlottesville, some other teams. First week or so, you want to just kind of keep your head above water, stay around 500, and if you play any better, that's just icing on the cake. That's a called strike, 2 balls and 1 strike now. Two-one, 1 out, 2 men on for the Braves here in the top of the first. Nunez sets at the belt, checks the runner at second, and comes to the plate. That misses again, and it's 3-1. Well, one big issue last night for Strasburg, they left 8 men on base, and they walked 8 men. You can't get the fact that they were in the, had a chance to win that game, leaving 8 on base and walking 8. They were very fortunate. The pitching did not allow hits. They just walked a lot of men. 3-1, and that's high, ball 4, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. Back-to-back-to-back base runners reach for Staunton here with 1 out in the first inning.
The catcher from East Tennessee State, number 10, Ty Galuski.
Meeting to the mound here for the Express. Well, a little bit of a different coaching staff for the Express here in 2025. Cullen Smith was the manager last year. He did not return this year, but the pitching coach from last year, Phil Betterly, did return. In fact, he has returned as the manager. So Phil Betterly from Shenandoah University is the manager for the Express. He was a 2014 North Division Manager of the Year back when he was with the River Bandits. Rest of the staff for the Express, the pitching coach this year, Jimmy Peterson out of Montreat College. Hitting coach is Dylan Powell out of John Melvin University. And assistant coach Mike Letman from right here, Strasburg High School. All right, bases loaded, and he's hit by a pitch. So after the meeting to the mound, the erratic pitching continues. It's 1-0 Staunton. A fly out, then a single, a wild pitch, a walk, and a hit by pitch. And just like that, it's 1-0 Staunton without them doing a whole lot other than taking walks and hit by pitch. Pfeiffer scores the first run of the game for the Braves. Everybody else moves up 90 feet. Painful RBI for the catcher there, Ty Galuski. Here is Cooper McDaniel, and he takes a strike. It's 0-1. So 1-0 Braves. This is a spot here for Strasburg. You've got to limit damage. They fell behind 2-0 in the first last night, the 0-1. Good pitch, just missing off the plate, 1-1. Cooper McDaniel, 6-foot righty out of Little Rock, Arkansas, from the University of South Carolina, Beaufort. 1-1. Breaking ball, wave and a miss, 1-2. Jackson Ingram, the shortstop's on deck for the Staunton Braves. Misses, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. And the pitch. And a cue shot. Foul. Right into the bleachers.
Please return all foul balls to the train station exchange. You'll get our gratitude and the free spot.
Two. And that is hit in the air, right center field, backing up and getting there is Mosley. Tagging are the Staunton Braves from third to home and from second to third. A sac fly RBI for Cooper McDaniel, making it 2-0 here in the top of the first.
Shortstop from West Virginia University, number 9, Jackson Ingram.
So RBI for McDaniel. Runners now at the corners with 2 outs. Jackson Ingram, the batter. That's outside, ball 1. And a called strike, 1-1. And 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strasburg trying to limit the damage to 2 and get their bats to the plate against the starter for Staunton tonight, Micah Canterbury. Runner might take off here. He does not. The pitch is fouled back. We'll do it again at 1-2. We'll do it again, 1-2. Ingram, the batter. Nunez, the pitcher. Armando deals, and that's down and in. Great block by Logan Duff. Not a lot of room behind the plate here in Strasburg to try to score on wild pitches, but we have seen it happen, especially with an aggressive base runner over at third. So the count's 2-2 now. Again, just 1 hit in the inning for the Staunton Braves. 1 out single by Wyatt Pfeiffer has started this rally. 2-2. And a ground ball up the middle. Fielded it short and bobbled. And it's 3-0. Error at short by Rosales makes it 3-0 here in the top of the first.
So right fielder from USC Upstate, number 17, Ryan Fluardi.
So a ground ball to short there. Rosales just didn't make the play. 3-0, still just one hit. Here's Flardy. Swing and a miss, 0-1. So Campbell scored there on the ground ball. No RBI for Ingram. Count is 0-1. Eighth man to hit in this first inning for Staunton. Breaking ball in there. It's a dandy, 0-2. Fluardi, the right fielder. See if Nunez can put him away. Making him throw a lot of pitches here in this first frame. 0-2. Fouled back. You can tell Logan Duff has played here before. He was ready for the ball to ricochet off the net. He barehanded it as it came back toward him and the umpire. Still 0-2. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. And that'll do it in the top of the first. Staunton, 3 runs on a hit, 1 error, 2 men left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. Strasburg coming to bat. We'll give you their lineup right after this as you're watching Express Baseball on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Back to Strasburg, we go to the bottom of the first inning. All right, Micah Canterbury on the mound tonight for Staunton. He's got a 3-0 lead to work with. Starting lineup for the Express, leading off and playing center. Stepping to the plate, it's Brett Mosley. Batting second is Nicholas Pepe, the second baseman. Canterbury deals inside for a ball, 1-0. Batting third, Christian De Los Santos, the right fielder. Batting fourth is Carter Schmidt, the first baseman. Batting fifth, the DH, Jacob Payne. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Jack Anderson. Batting seventh, Jay Douglas, the left fielder. That's high, ball 2. Batting eighth, the catcher, Logan Duff. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Aramil Rosado. And that is hit in the air, left side, out of play. It's 2-1. Well, the batter, Brett Mosley, 6'3" left-hander, redshirt freshman out of the University of Ole Miss. Went 0 for 2 in the Strasburg season debut last night, 2-1. That is hit in the air to center. It's going to back McDaniel up. Still going back, and it is gone. And Brett Mosley hits a home run to center field. Did not, off the bat, look like it had near enough to leave the park, but it snuck out the deepest part of the park, 365. And Brett Mosley hits his first home run of the summer, and it's 3-1.
University of Maine, Orano, number 11, Nicholas Pepe.
How about that? Again, the place to hit it out here is to left or right, but he hit it out to center. Nicholas Pepe is the batter. He steps in, checked the swing, looked like he went around, but the base umpire says no, he didn't. So it's 1-0. So Brett Mosley in his home debut goes yard. And this is a high fly ball to left. This is well hit. Going back, that's going to be over the left fielder's head. Pack is going to field it. He's going to fire it into second. And a double by Pepe. Back-to-back extra base hits for Strasburg here in the bottom of the first.
That brings to plate the right fielder from Seminole State College, number 25, Christian De Los Santos.
Well, at this rate, this might be a long game. Good we started an hour early on Sundays. Pepe, nice piece of hitting there, taking it the other way. Visit to the mound here for Staunton. So a home run to center by Mosley and a double to left field by Pepe. The Express are in business here in inning number 1, trailing 3-1. And here is the dangerous Christian De Los Santos. Very highly touted prospect out of high school. He got injured after going to the ACC. Strike called. This guy, his power. Can't wait to watch his power here in 2025, especially in this ballpark. This guy can absolutely swing it. He had 2 hits last night at Woodstock. The 0-1. Chopped foul, 0-2.
Thank you. Careful with steps.
0-2 the count to De Los Santos, the right fielder, out of Seminole State College. And he chops it left side. Waiting back on it is Pfeiffer. He fires to first in time. Runner going to third, and he's going to be out. It's a double play. And that'll do it. Excuse me, that's 2 outs here in the first inning. So Pepe tried to move up to third, and it didn't work out.
Number 2, Carter Schmidt.
Not good base running there. He ran into an out last night in the first inning as well. Tried to move up on a ball in the dirt, then he kind of stopped and then took off. So just a bad base running mistake. There were several last night for the Express. That's something that they've got to get cleaned up here as we get going this season. Here's Carter Schmidt, a returner to the Express. Played half the season last year. Very solid player. Outfielder out of Randolph-Macon. Playing first tonight. The 1-0. That's in the dirt, 2-0. Hit up the middle, and there's a base hit. That very well probably would have given Strasburg another run. Instead, a 2-out single for Schmidt. Well, the Express are hitting tonight, that's for sure.
That brings to plate the DH from the University of Toledo, number 19, Jacob Payne.
And here's Jacob Payne. That's now 3 hits in the first inning for Strasburg. And Payne takes a strike. It's 0-1. 3-1 Braves we play here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Strasburg are the man on. Payne the DH at the plate out of the University of Toledo. Fouled back off the pole, and it's 0-2. Micah Canterbury in some trouble here in the first, but still holding on to the lead. Micah, local product out of Staunton, 6'2", 225 from Fairmont State University. The 0-2. Swing and another pop-up out of play. Still 0-2. Payne was 0 for 3 last night at Woodstock, trying to get his first knock of the season here. And that is hit high down the left field line. It's absolutely crushed, and it is a fair ball, and it's a home run. And just like that, it's 3-3. That ball was hammered in the air. It was just a matter of, is it fair or foul? And it's fair, and it's tied. 4 hits in the inning for Strasburg. A little delayed bat flip down the first base line for Payne, and it's 3-all. 4 hits in the inning.
The third baseman from James Madison University, number 14, Jack Anderson.
Well, these express hitters, I think they're going to start to realize that they're going to enjoy hitting here this year. 2 home runs in this first inning. Here's Jack Anderson from JMU. He takes a ball 1-0. So here in the inning, a leadoff home run, a double, a ground out that turned into a double play, a single, and a 2-run home run. Anderson takes low, 2-0. Jack Anderson 0 for 5 last night against the River Bandits. 6'3" righty from James Madison. And he takes a slider for a strike, 2-1. He's out of Medina, Minnesota. Two balls, 1 strike the count. 3-3 the score in inning number 1. Good hitters count, 2-1. That is hammered foul. He was way early on that, and it's 2-2. I have to admit, the 2 home runs that left here so far tonight, first one I didn't think it was deep enough, and the second one I didn't think it was going to stay fair. 2-2. That's popped up and out of play. Appreciate everyone joining us again. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube and the quality doesn't seem that clear, make sure you click the settings button and put it up to 1080p as Anderson fouls it off. 1080 HD definition. And always give us a little bit of time to get our broadcast straight as we get started here. First broadcast of the year in 2025. You can watch this game if you have a smart device. Pull up the YouTube app and search up Strasburg Express. Put it on your TV, iPad, computer, phone. 2-2 is a pitch outside, 3-2. Defense tonight for the Braves. Pack in left, McDaniel in center. Flaherty in right, Pfeiffer at third, Ingram at short, 3-2. And that is hit in the air, left field, but it's going to fall down in the glove of Lincoln Pack. Pacheski's at second, Campbell's at first, and Goluski's the catcher. 3-3 the score. We go to the second. We're back after this on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network.
Morning breath, huh?
Dr. Garcia? Whoa.
That's millions of bacteria growing overnight.
Crest Health helps prevent oral health issues before they start.
I'm so much fresher!
Crest.
Back to Strasburg, we go to the top of the second inning. New pitcher for the Express. It'll be the right-hander Gavin Kendall. His first pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. So Kendall will take over after one inning of Nunez. Gavin out of Florida Southwestern State, 5'11" righty. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nasty breaking ball. And it's quickly 0-2. Pigzetswe out of Radford University. Zach from Dallas, Pennsylvania. Pegzewski. 0-2. And the pitch. Breaking ball, wave and a miss. And Kendall picks up the strikeout. And there's one out here in the second. 3 runs for Staunton in the top of the first. 3 runs for Strasburg in the bottom of the first, including home runs by Brett Mosley and Jacob Payne. All right, back to the top of the lineup. Here's Lincoln Pack, the left fielder. He flew out to left his first time up. Final line for Strasburg starter Armando Nunez. 1 inning, 1 hit, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. That's a ground ball to third, staying down on it, and firing the first in time is Anderson, and there are 2 outs. Jack Anderson staying down on the baseball and firing across for the ground ball out. 2 outs for Wyatt Pfeiffer. Speaking of a good fielder, Wyatt Pfeiffer, if I'm not mistaken, he won last season the Gold Glove. Like, he was the guy for the NCAA Division I that won the Gold Glove for, I guess, third base. Swinging and fouling it off. Pfeiffer, very solid player. Played some good games for the Express here a couple of years ago before he got banged up and couldn't play the rest of the year. I think he got hurt sliding into third base here, if I'm not mistaken. 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's quickly 0-2. Kendall looks in. Duff lays down the signs. He's way ahead 0-2. The pitch, swing and a miss. And a 1-2-3 inning for Gavin Kendall. And that'll do it here in the top of the second. So Staunton goes down 1-2-3. We're off to the bottom of the second. Strasburg will send up 7, 8, and 9 when we return on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network.
New Ritz Zesty Herb Fresh Stacks. Take Zesty to go anywhere and everywhere.
I'm obsessed with this Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash. With vitamin B3 complex, it's really hydrating. My skin is visibly improved. Look at the Olay difference. It's Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash and Lotion.
Leading off Express, the left fielder from Eastern Kentucky University, number 10, Jay Douglas.
Back to Strasburg, we go to the bottom of the second inning. 3-3 between Staunton and Strasburg. It'll be 7, 8, 9. Jay Douglas, Logan Duff, and Aramul Rosado. First pitch to Jay Douglas, the left fielder. Misses, ball one. Douglas out of Eastern Kentucky University. Check swing, he went around 1-1. He's from Rock Hill, South Carolina. He's from the same place that our good friend and longtime catcher Ty Hooks from. 1-1. And there, 1-2. Douglas, first plate appearance of the summer right here. Canterbury working quick, and that's inside, and it's 2-2. Strasburg, first inning, very successful. 3 runs, 4 hits. Swing and a miss. Got him on the breaking ball, and there's 1 out here in the second.
Coming to the plate, the catcher from Randolph-Macon College, number 1, Logan Duff.
Here's Logan Duff, the catcher, making his return to Strasburg. Played half the year last season. Duff out of Randolph-Macon College, 6-foot righty from Forest, Virginia. Don't forget about that grand slam that he hit. Walk-off grand slam. And he takes a strike. Well, Canterbury looking a lot stronger so far than he did in the first inning. He's ready to work. He's already looking in for his signs. And that's fouled back. I'm almost surprised the umpire's not saying, you know, when he makes the motion, you need to look at the hitter needs to look at you. If you watch Duff here, when he gets in the box and he looks up, it's pretty much coming at him. He's not looking, now he is. And here it comes, the 0-2. Swinging a line drive to right and caught. Fluharity makes the catch. Hard hit line out for Duff.
Gulf Coast Community College, number 41, Aramul Rosado.
Here's Aramul Rosado. He's out of Gulf Coast Community College, 6'1", righty, 195, Panama City, Florida. And he takes a breaking ball. Canterbury's breaking ball looking much better here in this. Well, he's using it a lot more. I think his fastball got hit around a good bit in that first inning. There's another breaking ball, quickly 0-2. Well, we saw Strasburg get through a quick top of the second inning. Now Staunton trying to do the same here. Take a look at the Valley League scoreboard here in just a moment. See what other games are going on. Some scores from around the league. Here's a check swing. He didn't go. If you're wondering, well, the North-South games are back. Both divisions will be playing each other again this year. Not like last year where the North just played the North all year and then the South played the South. 1-2. Swinging a chopper foul. Obviously here, 2 teams playing, one from the North in Strasburg, one from the South in Staunton. I think they play at the South team once, and then they come here once. 1-2's yanked outside, 2-2. 2-2 to Rosado. That's in the dirt, 3-2. Harrisonburg leading Winchester 6-0, top of the 9th inning. Front Royal all over Covington, 10-2, top of the 9th. Don't sleep on Front Royal this year. They've got Mike Smith leading the charge there. That's a ground ball, third base side foul. That one almost hit him. Let's see here. Purcellville and Culpeper about to get started. Waynesboro and Newmarket about to get started. One final. The Woodstock River Bandits beat the Charlottesville Tom Sox 8-7. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Rosado, the pitch. Breaking ball and a great at-bat, great plate appearance there from Rosado as he draws the walk, laid off the breaking ball, and it flips the lineup back to the top. Brett Mosley will bat for the second time in 2 innings, hit a home run to lead off the bottom of the first. Just to the left of the 365 mark out there at straightaway center. Left-hander out of Ole Miss. Expect him to be a big part of their future there in that outfield for the Rebels. The pitch. And missing, ball one. Canterbury 26 strikes, 15 balls through an inning and 2/3. The 1-0. And low again, 2-0. Nicholas Pepe is on deck. He doubled in the first and then was thrown out trying to advance to third on a ground out to third. Good hitters count here for the lefty Mosley. 2-0. Swing and a high fly ball. Where's that going to land? Somewhere, not here. And Brett Mosley hits another home run. 2-run shot for Brett Mosley, his second in 2 innings, and it's 5-3 Strasburg here in the second inning. I mean, that was just crushed out in the cornfield. 5th hit for the Express, and Mosley flexing his muscles early here in 2025.
Number 11, Nicholas Pepe.
That would have left the stadium at Yankee Stadium. So it's 5-3 Strasburg. Second home run in 2 innings for Brett Mosley. And the count is 0-1. And all this got started after Rosado drew that walk. 3-2 pitch. He laid off, and then the home run by Mosley. Canterbury fell behind 2-0, and it came back to bite him. 1-1 the count to Nicholas Pepe. One the pitch. And low. Well, I don't get to say it very often, but Mosley is halfway to the home run cycle. In just 2 innings. The 2-1. Pepe, a little excuse me swing to left. That's going to stay up there in the air for Pack. And the half inning is over, but not before Brett Mosley hits his second home run of the game. And the Express lead it 5-3. We're through 2 and off to the third. We're back after this on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network.
Where you go, they go too. So go get 'em. Ritz Fresh Stacks. Ritz that you can take with you.
Back to Strasburg as we go to the top of the third inning. It'll be Staunton 3, 4, 5. Jamison, Campbell, and Galuski batting as the Braves trail now 5-3. Aaron Jamison with a walk and a run scored back in the first. 1-0. Swing and a miss. One ball, one strike. Kendall deals inside 2-1. Five runs on 5 hits so far for the Express. 2-1s cued foul, 2-2. Last night the Express were struggling to get guys in. They would get some guys on via the walk or maybe an occasional hit, but then they just couldn't get them across. Much better job tonight using the long ball. They had just 5 hits last night in the whole game. They have 5 through 2 innings here. 2-2, and strike 3 called. And punch out for Kendall. 1 out here in the third. Back-to-back strikeouts for him. He's now struck out 3 men through an inning and a third.
First baseman number 14, Wyatt Campbell.
Here's Wyatt Campbell. He also walked and scored back in the first. Hits from the right side here for the Staunton Braves. Kendall, the right-hander, looks in. Duff laying down the signs, the pitch. Breaking ball, missing outside, ball 1. 15 pitches now for Gavin. 11 strikes, 4 balls through an inning and a third. One 0 is low, 2-0. Good hitters count here for Campbell, 2-0. And the kick and the pitch. Fastball hit up the middle. That's going to be through for a base hit. Rosado, good effort to try to get there, but he had no chance, and a 1-out single for the Braves here in the third.
The catcher, number 10, Ty.
Again, you see what happens. You get in a good count, just like what Mosley did. He was ahead 2-0. He got a pitch and crushed it right there. 2-0 for Campbell. Got a fastball and hit it right up the middle. So Galuski, who was hit by a pitch and picked up an RBI as it was with the bases loaded, swings and fouls it back, 0-1. A couple of guys down in the Staunton bullpen, really no action right now. So don't know if they're going to let Canterbury go back out there. Here's a check to first. Campbell back in. Oh, 1. And that's in there, 0-2. Oh, 2. That's in the dirt, and Duff can't block it. It'll be a wild pitch. Moving to second is Campbell. And don't know if the ball hit Kendall on the way back. Runner at second for Staunton. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Galuski. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Another punch out for Gavin Kendall. 2 outs in the third.
Center fielder number 15, Cooper McDaniel.
Two outs for Cooper McDaniel. He picked up an RBI his first time up. Sac fly RBI to center field. Right-hander awaits and takes outside, ball one. One and oh. And that's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. That is down and away. Strasburg leading 5-3. Express come in at 0-1, a rare 0-1 start to the season. Looking back, last 5-6 years. 2-1, and fouled back off the pole. 2-2. 6 o'clock start here on Sundays for the Express. Some teams starting even sooner now on the weekend. Charlottesville and Woodstock got started today at 1 o'clock. It's nice when it's not 90 degrees. Swing and a miss, and Kendall gets the strikeout. And that'll do it here in the 3rd inning. 3 strikeouts in the inning. And Kendall continues to shove for the Express. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Express lead 5-3. We're back after this on the Express Baseball Network. Christian De Los Santos, the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 3rd for Strasburg. The Express leading 5-3, and the first pitch is fouled back, 0-1. Micah Canterbury still on the mound for the Staunton Braves as we start the bottom of the 3rd. There now is some activity down in the Staunton bullpen, number 37 getting hot for them. The 0-1, that is in there for a strike, 0-2. Sam Greer, right-hander out of St. Joseph's University, getting hot for the Braves. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Got him to go after a pitch out of the strike zone, and the first out here in the 3rd.
First baseman, number 2, Carter Schmidt.
Well, this is how last inning started for Canterbury. You got 2 quick outs, and then a walk, a home run. It's a ground ball right side. It'll be picked up by Campbell. Good hustle by Schmidt, but the tag is applied on the bag. 3 unassisted. 2 quick outs here in the 3rd for Strasburg. It was hit pretty hard, but a good play over there. 2 outs now. Here's Jacob Payne. He hit a 2-run home run his first time up. He hit it way in the air down the left field line, and it just stayed fair. Ball 1, 1-0. And that misses, 2-0. Well, here's another good hitters count for the Express. Let's see if Payne can do what Mosley did in the 2-0 count last time. Well, he tried to. Swing and a miss. Big hack there, 2-1. Payne was the catcher last night for the Express, starting at DH tonight. Two one. And ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. And that one called a strike, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the third, Strasburg leading Staunton 5-3. Canterbury looking for his first 1-2-3 inning, and he will get it. Payne strikes out, throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Express go down 1-2-3. We're a third of the way through. We go to the fourth. Strasburg 5, Staunton 3. You're watching Express Baseball on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Five to 3 Strasburg as we go to the top of the fourth inning. Staunton will send up 7, 8, 9 here. It'll be led off by Jackson Ingram, the shortstop. First pitch is high, ball 1. He reached on an error back in the first inning. Another inning of work here for Gavin Kendall. 1-0. Inside 2-0. Well, so far for Gavin, he came in to start the second inning. 2 innings, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts. But he's behind in the count here, 2 balls and no strikes. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two one. He shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a strike. 2-2. Unprecedented weather here. Sitting up here in the press box tonight wearing sweatpants and a sweatshirt on the 1st of June. 2-2. Swinging a no man's land shot down the right field line. It's a base hit. And a leadoff single for Ingram here in the 4th inning for the Braves. That is their 3rd hit. Here's Ryan Fluardi, the right fielder, struck out looking his first time up. Looking for the double play ball. The express runner goes. The pitch is a strike. Throw to second in time. Logan Duff with the gun down to second base. Caught stealing. And there's one out here in the fourth. Caught stealing 2-4 is Ingram. So one out here in the fourth. Fluardi now behind 0-2. Heck of a, it was actually a pretty good jump there for Ingram, but the throw is just too good. The 0-2 and a high fly right center. This is deep. Backing up is Mosley, and it's off the scoreboard and gone. An 0-2 home run to right center field for Ryan Fluardi, and it's 5-4. Baseball actually stayed in the park. It went off the netting that covers the scoreboard. But just like that, it's a one-run game. That caught stealing turns out to be big.
Baseman number 21, Zach Maxuski.
Just too good of a pitch there from Kendall, 0-2, to give up the home run. Here's Pegzewski. Struck out swinging his only time up. He takes outside, ball one. So a high-scoring affair here in this one so far. 5-4, one out, top of the fourth. That's popped up off the hands and foul behind us, 1-1. Strasburg expects to get a good number of players in arriving starting tomorrow. They'll continue to trickle in throughout the week. Should be near full strength towards the end of the week. That's a strike, 1-2. One ball, two strikes to the 9-hitter. The pitch. Just missing. Don't know. 2-2. Not a bad spot at all there from Kendall. Two-two. That's yanked outside. 3-2. Top of the lineup is next, and Lincoln Pack, the left fielder. And ball four.
Left fielder number 5, Lincoln Pack.
Time called by the catcher, Duff. Yeah, that caught stealing really looking big right now. Tying runs aboard. Go ahead run coming to the plate. Lincoln Pack 0 for 2, a fly out to left and a ground out to third. 2 at-bats to this point. All right, after the visit to the mound, looking for the ground ball, try to turn two. Wyatt Pfeiffer on deck. The pitch, and a liner to left, it's a base hit. First and second now with just one out for the Braves as they're getting hot again here in this fourth inning. Now 5 hits for Staunton.
Third baseman number 19, Wyatt Piper. If his name's familiar, yes, he did play for the Express a couple years ago.
Piper single and a run scored in the first, struck out swinging on a breaking ball in the second. And he takes ball one. Kendall might be running out of gas here. Thing for Strasburg right now is they have 3, 6, 7, 8. They've got 9 pitchers. They used, I want to say, 4 to 5 last night. The 1-0. And a liner to second. This is going to be a double play. Caught by Pepe. Tossing it to the shortstop, Rosado. 4 to 6 on the Twin killing. And a line drive double play will do it in the top of the 4th. Staunton scores a run. Solo home run by Ryan Fluardi. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 5-4 Strasburg on the Express Baseball Network.
I'm obsessed with this Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash. With vitamin B3 complex, it's really hydrating. My skin is visibly improved. Look at the Olay difference. It's Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash and Lotion.
You could win $50,000 and turn work mode off and summer mode on. Scan the Ritz Sunkissed pack for a chance to win $50K.
New pitcher for the Staunton Braves as we go to the bottom of the 4th. It's a 6-foot right-hander out of St. Joseph's University, Sam Greer. He will take over in relief of Micah Canterbury, who went 3 innings, giving up 5 runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Greer, first pitch to Jack Anderson from JMU, fouls it back 0-1. Anderson, a line out to left, his only time up, 0-1. And that's in there. Greer seems to have pretty good velocity, quickly 0-2. Staunton wearing their visiting blue tops with the white pants, the big, big blue numbers on the back. Can't miss them, or white numbers, 0-2. That misses outside. Strasburg wearing their home purple uniforms with the black sleeves, white pants. 1-2 to Anderson, the Strasburg third baseman, and he just gets a piece. Still 1-2. Both teams scoring 3 each in the first inning. Strasburg 2 in the second, and then Staunton 1 in the 4th. 5-4 here in the bottom of the 4th. 1-2 is outside, 2-2. Anderson looking for his first hit of the summer. 0-for-6 to this point. 2-2 from Greer. Ground ball left side, and it's going to be picked up on the backhand in the hole, but eaten by the shortstop, Ingram. And an infield base hit for Jack Anderson, his first hit of the summer. Hit it pretty hard and hit it to the perfect spot. Nice job by Ingram to get to it, but he didn't have anything, there was nothing he could do with the baseball, so he just held on to it. Leadoff single here in the fourth. Here is Jay Douglas, struck out swinging his first time up. He takes one in the dirt, and Anderson is going to be in trouble. Hesitated, throw to first, in time. Same thing we saw last night from the Express. Hesitation, I mean, that is exactly the same thing that happened with Pepe last night. Ball in the dirt, hesitated, started to go back, and then got in trouble. So just like that, one out, and another base running mistake for the Express. The 1-0. Swinging a ground ball to third. Playing back is Pfeiffer. Throw to first just in time. Good hustle there by Douglas. 2 outs. He's burning down the line.
The catcher, number 1, Logan Duff.
Here is Logan Duff, the catcher. Hit a sharp liner his first time up, 0 for 1. Facing Greer for the first time, and he takes a strike, 0-1. Fouled back, quickly 0-2. And 2. Swing and a miss. Duff couldn't lay off the fastball up and in. And that'll do it in the fourth. Strasburg leadoff single, but then a caught stealing, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that'll do it here in inning number 4. Through 4 and off to the 5th here in the 2025 home opener. Strasburg leading Staunton 5-4. We're back after this on the Express Baseball Network.
I'm obsessed with this Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash. With vitamin B3 complex, it's really hydrating. My skin is visibly improved. Look at the Olay difference. It's Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash and Lotion.
The perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
Jameson.
We go to the top of the fifth. Strasburg leading Staunton 5-4. New pitcher for the Express, it'll be Braxton Pope. Right-hander from Randolph-Macon College will take over here. 5'11", righty, 205. He will face 3-4-5 here for the Braves. First pitch is in the dirt, ball one. It'll be Aaron Jameson, Wyatt Campbell, and Ty Galuski here in the top half of the fifth, due up for the Braves. Pope will work from the stretch, and the 1-0. Ground ball, first base side, foul. Oh, hold on a second, a fair ball. And a double down the line. Oh my goodness. All right, so they're going to check. I don't know. It'll be a double. So it's called a fair ball on a double.
First baseman, number 14, Wyatt Campbell.
And the tying run, just like that, in scoring position for Staunton. 6 hits apiece for each team. So Jameson with a double. Here's Wyatt Campbell. And pitches inside from Pope, 1-0. And low, 2-0. And that is crushed, and Staunton has taken a 6-5 lead here in the top of the fifth. 2-run home run by Wyatt Campbell. So a double and a home run off of Pope here in inning number 5.
Catcher, number 10, Ty Galuski.
So 6-5 Staunton now. Nobody out in the fifth. Here's Ty Galuski, hit by a pitch and an RBI in the first, strikeout in the third. And the pitch. And that's in there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1. Low, 1-1. 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Time is called. Bug or something in his eye. Two one. Pope looking to get it out here in the 5th. Swing and a miss. Had him way out in front. 2-2. Two swing and a miss. Duff will have to throw to first. He does so, and there's 1 out here in the top of the 5th. So Gillespie goes down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. 1 out in the 5th, and it'll bring up Cooper McDaniel. He struck out swinging his last time up against Gavin Kendall. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Kind of weird. The Front Royal score is no longer even being listed on the Valley League website, so I don't know what happened to that game, but sounds like a scoring issue. Someone messed up when they were submitting it. Front Royal was up big in that game. Harrisonburg ended up shutting out Winchester 6-0. A night after Winchester scored 14 runs, they scored nothing tonight. Fouled back 0-2. Purcellville leading Culpeper 4-0, bottom of the 1st inning. And Newmarket and Waynesboro just a minute away from getting started. 0-2 to McDaniel. And that's inside. Like to know what happened to the Front Royal score, though. And why did it get deleted? 1-2. Up and in, 2-2. Pope deals. And a fastball in there for a called strike 3. Batter has some comments for the home plate umpire. McDaniel down on strikes again. 2 outs here in the 5th for Staunton.
Shortstop, number 9, Jackson Ingram.
It'll bring Jackson Ingram to the plate. Ingram 1 for 2. Single his last time up, and then he was caught stealing. And that's in there for a strike, 0-1. Pope deals inside. One down and in. Two one is in there, and Braxton Pope is a strike away from getting the Express through the inning and back to the plate. Two. Swinging a soft grounder to short, charging Rosado. Throw to first high, but Schmidt holds the bag. And that'll do it in the top of the 5th. Staunton takes the lead. A 2-run home run by Wyatt Campbell. 6-5 Braves. We'll see if Strasburg can respond as we go to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be back after this on the Express Baseball Network.
Olay hyaluronic.
Airmore Rosado leads off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the 5th. The Express trailing 6-5. Rosado takes the first pitch for a ball. He drew a walk back in the 2nd with 2 outs, a 3-2 pitch. He took a slider down and away, and then the next hitter, Mosley, hit his 2nd home run of the game. 1-0. Swing and a miss. He was trying to hit his own. 1-1. Another inning of work here for Sam Greer. He threw a good inning last inning. Swing and a foul back. 1-2.
Jackson Christian, if you're out there somewhere, happy birthday to you. I think all the food in the place is on you. Not really.
1 ball, 2 strikes with Brett Mosley, the center fielder, on deck. And a chopper foul. We'll do it again, 1-2. One, two. Swing and a miss. Couldn't lay off the slider that time, and he goes down on strikes. First out of the 5th, and here is Brett Mosley.
Number 44, Brett Mosley.
Mosley, 2 for 2, 2 home runs, including the last one that may have been the furthest that's ever left this ballpark. And this is a ballpark where guys like Sonny DeShera and Brandon Caranta and Vinny Pasquantino, and he shows bunt, gets it down, and he is going to be out. He was trying to be slick there. 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. He lays down the bunt, and he just gets thrown out at first. 1-3 on the putout.
Second baseman, number 11, Nicholas Paper.
And Greer's like, wow, that's, thank you. Thank you for bunting. 2 outs here in the 5th. Wasn't a bad bunt, just not angled exactly the way that he needed it to be. So Greer pretty much gets a free out of Mosley, who had only hit home runs tonight. Now it's 0-1 to Pepe. Double in the 1st, fly out in the 2nd. He takes low, 1-1. Strasburg getting out hit, 7-6. They're trailing 6-5 in the run column. Bottom of the 5th, 1-1. Fouled away, 1-2. Tomorrow is a off day for all teams in the Valley League. Then we will be back here Tuesday night, 1-2. That is foul off the foot of Pepe. So we're home Tuesday. We're scheduled to play here Wednesday against Woodstock. And then at Front Royal Thursday, at Newmarket Friday, back here Saturday against Winchester. One and two to Pepe. That's in the dirt, and I think that went right off the umpire. It's 2-2. This has been a back and forth kind of game. 3-0 Staunton, then 3-3, then Strasburg up 5-3, and now they trail 6-5. Two. Swinging a ground ball right side, fielded on the backhand by Campbell. He'll take it himself, 3 unassisted. And the inning is over. Strasburg once again goes 1-2-3. Or at least they go down facing the minimum. We're off to the 6th. 6-5 Staunton. We're back after this on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Six to 5 Staunton Braves as we go to the top of the 6th. Staunton will send up Ryan Fluardi, the right fielder, who hit a home run on an 0-2 pitch his last time up. The first pitch, inside, ball 1. Staunton 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Strasburg 5 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. Strasburg has more than 1 error in the sense that they've made base running mistakes. 1-0. And that is off the plate according to the home plate umpire, 2-0. Play here in the top of the 6th inning. Fluardi, the right fielder. Target out the pitch. Breaking ball popped him up. Left field. Douglas ranging to his right. Waits for it and makes the catch. And there's 1 out here in the 6th. That was way up there.
Second baseman, number 21, Zach Pazuski.
Here's Zach Pazuski, the right fielder. Strikeout back in the 2nd, walk in the 4th. He bats here in the 6th. Make sure you're with us in the 7th inning. We'll have some history for you on this day in baseball history, June 1st. First pitch, fastball in there, strike 1, 0-1. We've seen our fair share of home runs tonight, that's for sure. The ball's been flying, even on a cool night. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there from Braxton Pope, 0-2. The count. And the pitch. Fastball up and in, 1-2. One-two, swing and a miss. Duff will have to throw down, and the play is made in time. Strikeout for Braxton Pope. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th, and Staunton's lineup will flip back to the top here for Lincoln Pack.
Left fielder, number 5, Lincoln Pack.
Pack is 1 for 3, singled back in the 4th. One of the 7 hits tonight for the visiting Staunton Braves. Staunton 2-0 on the season. The pitch in there, 0-1. Last night, Staunton picked up a 10-0 win against Waynesboro. Mercy ruled them in 8 innings. 0-1. And a cue shot in the center. That's going to be down for a base hit. He got absolutely jammed, but it dropped in front of Mosley, and a 2-out single for Lincoln Pack, his 2nd hit of the game. And here's Wyatt Piper, the 3rd baseman.
Third baseman, number 19, Wyatt Piper.
Eight hits for Staunton. First game of the year for Staunton. They beat Covington 7-6, so they have not had trouble scoring runs. Check to first. 17 runs through their first 2 games. They've got 6 more tonight. They threw a shutout last night. The pitch to Piper. Fastball is in there. Strike 1. In the bottom of the 6th, Strasburg is going to try to wake their offense back up. They'll have 3, 4, 5. De Los Santos, Schmidt, and Payne. 0-1. Pope deals. That's high, 1-1. Braxton Pope trying to keep it at a 1-run ball game here. No activity in the Braves bullpen, so you would have to think Sam Greer will be coming out for inning number 3. Check the first again, and back in there again is Lincoln Pack. Take a look at some Major League scores here in a second. 1-1. That just misses. 2-1. Yankees lead the Dodgers 1-0 bottom of the 2nd. Padres lead the Pirates 6-4 into the 8th. Rest of the games are final today. Brewers beat the Phillies 5-2. 2-1 fouled away, 2-2. Rangers beat the Cardinals 8-1. Red Sox defeated the Braves 3-1. The Orioles, they win again. They're 22-36, and they're moving up. They beat the White Sox 3-2. Hey, they're only 4 games ahead of the White Sox record-wise, so you got to take them. 2-2. Fouled away again. Blue Jays beat the Athletics 8-4. Guardians beat the Angels 4-2. Those are the former Cleveland Indians. Mets beat the Rockies 5-3. And with the loss today, the Rockies fall to 9-50. They're actually they're on pace to be even worse than the White Sox last year. 2-2. Piper swings and misses. And another solid inning for Braxton Pope. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Strasburg down 6-5. Christian De Los Santos will lead off when we return as you're watching Strasburg Express Baseball on the Express Baseball Network.
De Los Santos.
Christian De Los Santos will lead off for the Express as we go to the bottom of the sixth. Strasburg down 6-5. De Los Santos still looking to showcase his power for the hometown crowd as that's fouled back 0-1. Grounded out in the first, struck out in the third. 0-1. Swinging a chopper up the middle. Here's the throw to first in time. Good play out there at short by Ingram. And there's one out. That'll bring up Carter Schmidt, the first baseman.
Carter Schmidt.
Well, Strasburg, they don't have a hit since a leadoff single in the fourth by Jack Anderson, an infield single. They were really swinging it well the first two innings against the starter, Micah Canterbury, but since then it's been hard to come by. Carter Schmidt's 1 for 2, single and a run scored. He takes inside, ball 1. So far, Greer threw 2 1/3, has just thrown 26 pitches. That's it. He's been good. 1-0. That's in there, 1-1. One. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And fouled back. One, 2. Swing and a foul back. One, 2 again. That is ball 2. And outside and low, 3-2. Three-two sprayed down the left field line, but foul. Starting to get a little chillier here at the ballpark. Very chilly last night. The Woodstock game, that was cold, especially for summer ball. All right, who's going to win the battle here? 3-2, payoff pitch. And a chopper up the middle off the glove of the pitcher. Ricocheted to second. Throw to first is in time. Score at 1-4-3. 2 outs here in the sixth. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Jacob Payne.
Number 19, Jacob Payne.
Payne with a home run in the first. High fly down the left field line. Struck out swinging in the third. Swing and a miss. 0-1. And a liner to left, that's going to be down for a base hit. First hit for the Express since the 4th inning. And it'll bring up Jack Anderson.
Now batting, number 14, Jack Anderson.
So Jack Anderson will bat here as the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 6th inning. 7th hit of the game for the Express, 2nd for Jacob Payne. And he takes down and in, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And a high fly ball to left field, backing to the wall, it's gone. And Jack Anderson hits a home run, and the Express have reclaimed the lead. 2-run, 2-out home run in the bottom of the 6th inning from James Madison University. 7-6 Strasburg, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, number 10, Jay Douglas.
How about it? Ball continues to soar out of here. So Jay Douglas now will bat. He's 0 for 2. And he pulls back the bunt attempt and takes ball 1. So Anderson, 2 for his last 2 after 0 for 5 yesterday and started 0 for 1 today. That is going to find the strike zone, apparently, 1-1. The 1-1. That is low and inside, 2-1. Both teams with 8 hits apiece here in the 6th inning. Ground ball up the middle. It's going to be fielded and bobbled at second base. Score pending over here. So runner reaches.
Number 1, Logan Duff.
According to official score, it'll be an E4. So that's the first error of the game for the Staunton Braves. And wouldn't be shocked to see Douglas take second here on the first pitch. He does not, and that's low to Duff, 1-0. So more 2-out magic here for Strasburg after 2 ground outs, a single, a 2-run homer, and an error. The 1-0. Fouled back by Duff. Logan, a line out to right and a strikeout swinging tonight.
Turn off foul balls. Train station in exchange. You'll get a freeze pop.
One to Duff. Greer trying to get through this 6th inning here for the Braves. Check to first. Douglas back in safely. So Jay Douglas at first, the batter Logan Duff. Runner goes, huge jump, and it's a called strike 2, and easily taking second is Douglas. Credit there by Logan Duff. He could tell that was, Douglas was practically at second base before the pitch arrived at the plate. Had that stolen immediately. Really no look over by Greer. So now 2 strikes to Duff. And the pitch. Swing and a foul back. He's right on it. Still 1-2. Big insurance run out there at second base, especially the way that home runs have been put on the board tonight. That graphic that the Valley League puts online every day showing the home run hitters from the night. That's going to see a lot of Braves and Express hitters on there. 1-2. And a check swing, shot foul towards the Braves dugout. So another chance here for Duff. Aramol Rosado, the shortstop, is on deck for Strasburg. One, two. And a liner to short. It'll be caught by Ingram. And the half inning is over, but this seesaw battle continues as Strasburg reclaims the lead. It's 7-6. We're through 6 and off to the 7th. We're back after this on the Express Baseball Network.
Skincare superpower for your shower. Hydrates, firms, smooths, brightens, evens. New Olay Body Wash.
Did you take your vitamin today?
That's my job.
Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
Back to Strasburg, we go to the top of the 7th. New pitcher for the Express. It'll be the 6'7" left-hander Mitchell Dean. And the count is 1-1. It'll be Jamison, Campbell, and Galuski due up here for the Staunton Braves. So Mitchell Dean into the game here. 6'7" lefty from Gulf Coast Community College. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Jamison the batter, a walk, a strikeout, and a double. 2-1. And he gets hit in the back. So a leadoff hit by pitch to start the 7th inning.
First baseman, number 14, Wyatt Campbell.
And again, in a game like this, where the ball's been flying, you hate to give up free base runners, but that's how it starts here in the 7th. Wyatt Campbell will bat. He's been on 3 times. Walk and a run scored in the 1st, single in the 3rd, 2-run home run in the 5th. Get to some history here on this day, June 1st in baseball history. Pitch to Campbell is low, ball 1. And outside, 2-0. Today in 1910, the St. Louis Cardinals defeat the Philadelphia Phillies 10-5 before a chilly crowd of 800 fans. 14th loss for the Phillies in their last 15 games. Count is 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. And ball 4. Well, the Express have had a couple of times tonight where they've had the lead, and when they've gone to the bullpen, and then it kind of falls apart. So we'll see if they can keep it together here. Meeting to the mound, we'll step away briefly. First and second, nobody out for Staunton, top 7. Might be bunting here is Gillespie. He pulls back and takes a ball, 1-0.
The batter's the catcher, number 10, Ty Galuski.
Today in 1975, Nolan Ryan's 100th career victory is a memorable one as he beats the Orioles 1-0. Showing bunt, getting it down, foul, third base side. With that win, he tied Sandy Koufax's big league mark by pitching his 4th no-hitter. Today in 1987, Phil Niekro pitches the Cleveland Indians to a 9-6 victory, his 314th over the Detroit Tigers. So it's a big spot here. Try to get the bunt down if you're Staunton, move the tying and go-ahead runs in the scoring position. 1-1. And he gets it down, and it's a good one. Charging on the bare hand, throw to first, and not in time. Off the bag, according to the base umpire. Thought he was out. They call him safe at first. It'll be an infield sacrifice bunt and a single. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. I thought for sure he was called out, but apparently not. And this is turning into big trouble here for the Express. Bases full, nobody out. Even when he was trying to give himself up, he still reached. Bases full. Pitches down and in, ball 1. 7-6 Strasburg, top 7. Cooper McDaniel 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts and a sac fly RBI. Swinging a foul ball, 1-1. In there for a strike. It's 1-2. And the 1-2. That's in the dirt. Duff blocks. Today in the year 2000, the Players Association, the Major League Baseball suggests to move the Houston Astros from the NL Central to the AL West. 2-2. Off the glove of Duff to the backstop. Runners are going to hold. It's 3-2 and nobody out. Big spot here. A walk here would tie it, and you just have to limit damage if you're Strasburg, just as they did in the first inning. 3-2, nobody out, base is full. And ball 4 skips to the plate. And just like that, it's 7-7 with a walk, hit by pitch, single, and a walk. And that's going to be it for Dean. So he doesn't record an out. We'll take a timeout and return after this. 7-7, nobody out.
Stop everything. Olay Super Serum Body Wash moisturizes so well, no lotion needed.
Now we gotta go help people customize and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual.
Mimi, where's the golf cart? There it is.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
All right, back to Strasburg after the pitching change. It'll be Justin Gay, right-hander, 6'8" right-hander out of Florida Atlantic, FAU, from Spring Hill, Florida. And he will inherit a very tough spot, bases full and nobody out. Cooper McDaniel is the hitter. Go ahead, run at third, and that hit him. And it's 8-7. So just a disastrous inning for the Express. Hit by pitch, walk, single, hit by pitch. And this is not what you want. Again, this is the second time Strasburg has had a lead, and the new pitcher has surrendered it in this game. Here's Fluharty, who Hits one back to the mound. They're going to go to home. Oh, my goodness. Gay just threw it away. Should have been an easy out at the plate, and he just completely threw it away. And this thing is falling apart for Strasburg here in the seventh.
Second baseman, number 21, Zach Pazewski.
What else do you say? Nine, 7 now. Base is still loaded. And here's a ground ball left side. It's foul. Pazewski, 0-1. Still nobody out. Check swing, did he go? No. So let's recap the inning. Hit by pitch, walk, single, walk, hit by pitch, error. One. Corners in. Ground ball to second. Going to go to second for 1, and that's all. They're back pick to third. They're just going to get 1 out on the play, and it is 10-7.
Left fielder, number 5, Lincoln Pack.
Fielder's choice RBI. Back to the top of the lineup, it's Lincoln Pack. 10-7. Runners at first and third. Top of the 7th, 4 runs across in the inning. All with just 1 hit, and that was a bunt. Pitches outside, ball 1. It wasn't even intended. Yeah, he was trying to give himself up. One-0. Runner goes. The pitch is low, and stealing second is Pazewski. So now second and third. Costly inning so far for the Express. Not quite through yet. Infield's going to come in here. Outside and low, 3-0. 3-0 with Wyatt Pfeiffer on deck. Pack will be taking all the way here. And strike 1. Fouled back, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. This is a big pitch here. And strike 3 called, and Gay gets the punch out. 2 outs in the 7th.
Third baseman, number 19, Wyatt Pfeiffer.
Brings up Wyatt Pfeiffer, runners on second and third and 2 outs. Pfeiffer 1 for 4 tonight. Pfeiffer fouls it back. It's 0-1. In the dirt. Logan Duff staying very busy back there. Strasburg trying to keep it right here at a 3-run deficit, which they've already come back from once tonight. Gay deals. That is called a ball, 2-1. And a high fly to left. And it is gone. Wyatt Pfeiffer returns to Strasburg, hits a 3-run home run, and probably puts a bow on this one here. A disastrous inning of control issues. And the Braves make the Express pay 13-7. They've hung 7 on the board here in inning number 7.
Now batting the DH, number 18, Aaron Jamison.
Ball is just flying out of the park tonight. All right, here's Aaron Jamison. He was hit by a pitch to start the inning. He's hitting for the second time. And he pops it up, infield, coming in, and that's out of play. Oh and 1. That misses. One. Fouled back, 1-2. One-two from the righty Gay. Strike 3 called. And that'll do it. But the Staunton Braves score a touchdown and kick the extra point through the uprights. It's 7 runs in the 7th inning. 13-7. It's time to stretch. We'll be back after this on the Express Baseball Network. 13-7. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Armel Rosado leads off for the Express, and the count is quickly 0-2. Staunton looking for the 3rd win to start the year. They're 2-0. Strasburg, meanwhile, 0-1. That's fouled away, and they're suddenly, after they led heading into the 7th, down by 6. Sam Greer still on the mound. 0-2. Fouled back. Oh, 2. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout to start the 7th.
Center fielder, number 44, Brett Mosley.
Yeah, here's Brett Mosley, 2 for 3, but 2 home runs and a bunt. Never really heard that word in that sentence, but yes, he tried a bunt last time and it didn't work. And that's ball 1. Front Royal beat Covington 10-2, so the Cardinals continue their winning streak to start the year. 1-0. Up and in, 2-0. All right, last time he was in a 2-0 count. He hit one of the furthest home runs that's ever left this ballpark, according to our StatCast. That's in there. Top of the lineup for Strasburg, down 6 here, bottom of the 7th. The 2-1. That's high, 3-1. Nicholas Pepe, the second baseman, is on deck for the Express. And right down the middle, 3-1. Three-2 from Greer. And that's sprayed foul to the opposite way. Still 3-2. Score updates: Purcellville leading Culpeper 7-2, bottom 4. Waynesboro leading Newmarket 4-3, top of the 3rd. And again, tomorrow is an off day for all teams in the Valley League. 3-2. And a strike 3 called. And there are 2 outs in the 7th.
Second baseman, number 11, Nicholas Pepe.
Here's Nicholas Pepe, the second baseman, 1 for 3, double back in the 1st. Looks like the Express, after that last half inning, have had the energy sucked right out of them. That one skips to the plate, 1-0. Frustrating to give up multiple leads in one game, but again, depth is not there right now. That will be coming soon. 1-0. Ooh, that inside, that either got a piece of the umpire again or the catcher. Yeah, it was the umpire's right hand. Second time he's gotten hit tonight. The 2-0. Here we go again. Skips in the dirt again, 3-0. 3-0 the count with Christian De Los Santos on deck. And that's in there, 3-1. Greer deals. And that's popped up foul and out of play. The count's full 3-2. Couple of final history notes today in 2009. The Yankees play their 18th straight game without an error, breaking the record held by the 06 Red Sox. The Yankees went on to win the World Series that year. 3-1, 3-2, lined in the left, it's a base hit, and Pepe has his second hit of the game. And it will bring De Los Santos to the plate here with 2 outs in the 7th.
Right fielder number 25, Christian De Los Santos.
Well, the Express only getting out hit 10-9. That has not been the issue. Fouled back. Oh, 1 to De Los Santos. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Today in 2011, after earning 15 wins before the All-Star break the year prior, Rocky's Ubaldo Jimenez finally notched his first win of the year. 0-2. Outside. Today in 2011, the Blue Jays hit 3 triples in a row, courtesy of Eric Thames, Raji Davis, and Jason Nix in the 5th inning against the Cleveland Indians. 1-2. Ground ball left side. And a routine play to second, 5-4. Pfeiffer makes a throw and the inning is over. 13-7 Braves. We go to the 8th. We're back after this on the Express Baseball Network. 13-7 Staunton as we go to the top of the 8th inning. Justin Gay back to the mound for the Express, and he will face Wyatt Campbell to lead off. His first pitch is not called a strike, apparently, 1-0. And the pitch. That's called a strike. Campbell's been on 4 times tonight out of the cleanup spot. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there from the right-hander Justin Gay, 1-2. Getting chillier as we speak here at the ballpark. 1-2. Breaking ball, strike 3 called, and Campbell is finally retired for the first time tonight.
The catcher, number 10, Ty Galuski.
That'll bring up Ty Galuski, the catcher. Strike called, 0-1. And low, 1-1. One and fouled off. Beautiful night at the ballpark. 1-2 lined in the left. It's a base hit for Galuski. And for him, that's his second hit of the ball game. Third time reaching. And the line will continue for the Braves here. It'll bring up Cooper McDaniel, the center fielder. Again, we appreciate everyone that's been tuning into the ball game tonight, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. The pitch, that's in there, 0-1. Oh, 1 the count. Gay sets, and he delivers. Swing and a miss, 0-2. 11 hits for the Braves, 9 for the Express. Way ahead here is Justin Gay, the 0-2, and a line try base hit. So he got ahead 0-2 and then gives up the hit. 12th hit for Staunton, first and second, 1 out, and they just keep on hitting.
Shortstop, number 9, Jackson Ingram.
Here's Jackson Ingram. Single, a ground out, and a hit by pitch. Part of that long 7th inning. They scored 7 runs in inning number 7. Express would love a double play. And again, Gay gets ahead, 0-1. Inside. 1-1. One. And again, he gets ahead 2 strikes. One, 2 in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two to Jackson Ingram. And fouled off. Some other final scores out of the major leagues today. Astros shut out the Rays 1-0. Tigers shut out the Royals 1-0. Cubs beat the Reds 7-3. Diamondbacks beat the Nationals 3-1. Mariners over the Twins 2-1. 2-2, swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And Justin Gay gets the strikeout. 2 outs here in the 8th for the Braves. Here's Ryan Fluharty, the right fielder. He hit a home run back in the 4th. Falls behind Gay, 0-1. Swing and a miss. Blew that fastball right by him, 0-2. O2's in the dirt, gets away from Duff. It'll be a wild pitch. Runners will move up to 2nd and 3rd now. The pitch. That misses, 2-2. Two to Fluharty. No appeal. 3-2. Beautiful sky tonight. Full count, base open at first. And ball 4. Bases loaded and still 2 outs.
Second baseman, number 21, Zach Pazuski.
Zach Pazuski, 0 for 3 with a walk. Time is called, meeting to the mound. We'll step away and be right back. Bases loaded, 2 outs after the visit to the mound. Got to hold them right here to have a chance if you're Strasburg. And first pitch again from Gay. He's getting ahead. It's 0-1. Two singles and a walk here in the inning for the visiting Staunton Braves. 0-1. And right there for a strike, 0-2. I tell you, I mean, Gay has been ahead pretty much the whole inning. Just a matter of finishing guys off. Strasburg will have 4, 5, and 6 due up in the bottom of the 8th. They'll be down at least 6, 0-2. And called ball 1. One, two. Swing and a foul back. Duff couldn't hold on. We'll do it again. Staunton 13 runs on 12 hits, 1 error. Strasburg 7 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors with a plethora of home runs tonight. And walks and hit by pitches. The 1-2. Gay gets the strikeout. Duff holds on to it. And the half inning is over. So, no runs come across this half inning for Staunton. They leave the bases loaded, and they're going to the bullpen. We'll tell you about the new hurler right after this on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. New pitcher for Staunton as we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Parker Monday. And the first pitch to the leadoff man, Carter Schmidt, is a strike, 0-1. Parker Monday out of the University of Akron, 5'10" left-hander. So he will come in here, non-save spot, just try to get some outs and get Staunton to the finish line here. 0-1 to Carter Schmidt. That's called ball 1. Schmidt tonight 1 for 3, a single and a run scored back in inning number 1. It was a 3-3 game after 1. Strasburg led 5-3 at one point. That one misses. Then then Strasburg was up 5-4. Then they were down 6-5, and then up 7-6. That misses again, 3-1. You never want to walk the leadoff man. Last night, that's what Strasburg did in the first inning. They gave up 2 runs, and we had a lot of walks in the 7th inning. That misses again. And there it is, the leadoff walk here in the 8th for Strasburg.
Now batting the DH, number 19, Jacob Payne.
The only reason it wasn't a dreaded leadoff walk is because you're up 13-7. All right, here's Jacob Payne. He's 2 for 3. Single and a home run. 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. He takes a strike, 0-1. 0-1. That's in the dirt. Monday pretty quick to the plate. One. That's low, 2-1. Jack Anderson's on deck. He at the time hit the go-ahead 2-run home run for the Express. It's a big pitch here, 2-1. That's in there. You don't want to fall behind 3-1. Now it's 2-2. Look at Staunton's number, or their number of pitchers. They don't have a bunch of guys either. So you're just trying to get 27 outs. 2-2. And a fister to short. They're going to get 1 at second, throw to first, and they're going to get 2. 6-4-3 double play. And there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. So 2 outs now, and here's Jack Anderson with nobody on base.
Jack Anderson.
And Jack takes outside, ball 1. Staunton will send up 1-2-3 in the 9th inning. 1-0. And 2-0. And swing and a miss. I was watching the Staunton pitcher down in the bullpen. He threw his warm-up pitch. It went over the fence, over the catcher, into the shrubbery back there. So, yeah, 2-1. Fouled back, 2-2. (13-7) Staunton. They look to start 3-0 with a victory tonight. Meanwhile, Strasburg, well, they're 0-1 and in serious danger of falling to 0-2. Swing and a miss, and we're off to the 9th from Strasburg. Staunton 13, Strasburg 7. We're back after this on the Express Baseball Network.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight of the Discovery and the shuttle.
13-7 as we go to the top of the ninth inning. First pitch swinging, hitting it up the middle and off the glove of the shortstop, Rosado. It'll be an infield single for Lincoln Pack off the new pitcher, Evan Garcia, who actually pitched yesterday as well. So Pack now has 3 hits. Here's Wyatt Pfeiffer, who really kind of put the nail in the coffin in this one. 3-run home run his last time up. 13 hits now for the Braves. And that's in the dirt. Garcia last night gave up a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 8th. Ended up taking the loss in the game against Woodstock. So he's back out here tonight. Runner at first and nobody out. Pfeiffer, the switch hitter, hitting from the right side for the first time. And that misses. 2-0. That's inside, ball 3. Yeah, the control, the walks, and all that, that's going to be something Strasburg's going to have to figure out pretty quickly. 3-0, and ball 4. So after 8 walks last night,
the DH, number 18, Aaron Jameson.
There's 7 walks tonight, plus you have how many hit by pitches? 2? 3? So 3 hit by pitches, all those walks. It's just not a winning recipe. I mean, you score 7 runs, you should never lose. Much less be down 6 runs right now. Ball's in the dirt, 1-0. 7 runs is the number that should win you 99% of your games. The 1-0 to Aaron Jameson. And ball 2. Two and 0. And swinging and fouling it back, 2-1. Two one from Garcia. 3-1. And ball 4. And another walk. Well, this feels like the 7th inning all over again. Bases loaded, nobody out. And here's Campbell.
Number 14, Wyatt Campbell.
And Campbell has been on 4 times tonight. He was finally struck out his last time up. And strike 1. He gets ahead this time, 0-1. Down and in, 1-1. He'll work from the windup. Swing and a miss. Healthy hack there, 1-2. Bases full, nobody out. Top of the 9th. Staunton leading 13-7. Kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on the changeup. Good pitch there from Garcia. And the first out here in the 9th inning.
The batter's the catcher, number 10, Ty Galuski.
All right, one out now. Here is Ty Galuski, the catcher. 2 singles, 2 strikeouts, and a hit by pitch. He fouls it away, 0-1. Corners playing in here for the Express. Tad bit in front of their respective bags. Count is 0-1. Breaking ball in there, 0-2. Well, Strasburg will have 7, 8, 9 due up in the bottom of the 9th. Down at least 6, the 0-2. Garcia gets another strikeout. Back-to-back punch-outs. 2 outs now here in the 9th inning.
Center fielder, number 15, Cooper McDaniel.
And here's Cooper McDaniel, the center fielder. He struck out twice. He's walked, he's singled, sac fly, and an RBI. And a ground ball to short. Rosado bobbles, throws to first, not in time. Another run will score. It's 14-7, and that's the second error on the shortstop tonight. So Pack comes in to score. No RBI.
Shortstop, number 9, Jackson Ingram.
So the Braves now doubling up on the Express. First pitch misses, ball 1 all the way to the backstop. Ingram the batter. And the dirt again, 2-0. Two-0. Foul straight back, 2-1. And that is driven, going back and gone. It's a grand slam. And a 18-7 lead now as Jackson Ingram leaves the ballpark to left. Those are all unearned runs on the ledger there for Garcia after the 2-out error. 18-7 Staunton here in the 9th.
Right fielder, number 17, Ryan Fluardi.
Four RBIs on one swing there. Here's Ryan Fluardi. One and 0. Breaking ball misses. 2-0. Fouled back, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. Well, if you take the 7th and 9th innings away from Staunton, they're still in the game very much, but 2-1. Inside 3-1. Keeping things tight back there here in a 11-run ball game. Three one. And ball 4. All right, here's the 9th hitter. Pegzewski.
Second baseman, number 21, Zach Pazuski.
Pitch is in the dirt, ball one. One 0. This game's been a wide range of emotion for the Express. They went from feeling really good, hitting the ball out of the ballpark, getting outs. You felt that energy when Gavin Kendall was in the game. That feels like an eternity ago, and it was. It's hours ago now, as we have just hit the 3-hour mark as that pitch misses, 3-0. Well, a base runner here, and that would flip the lineup back to the top. It'd be the second time in the last 3 innings that the Braves have hit around or walked around. 3-0, that's right down the chute, 3-1. And a ground ball up the middle. It's a base hit. It's their 15th hit of the night, and it's first and second and 2 outs. And we flip the lineup back to the top. Lincoln Pack will bat for,
number 5, Lincoln Pack.
let's see, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. This is his 7th at-bat of the game, or 7th plate appearance. 7th at-bat. This is craziness. Meeting to the mound, and do we have a position player coming to the mound at this point? Don't know. And eBay will come to the mound. Josh eBay, the leading hitter yesterday for the Express, will try to get an out. Well, this one's turned into a laugher. We'll be back after this on the Express Baseball Network. First pitch swinging, driving to deep left center, and Josh eBay has a 0 ERA through a third of an inning. As he gets the out, and the Express go to the bottom of the 9th, down 18-7. We'll wrap this one back up after this, as you're watching Express Baseball on the Express Baseball Network. right, we go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Strasburg down 18-7. First pitch is Douglas, and that's a strike. 0-1. 0-1 the count. Douglas is 0 for 3, and Parker Monday steps off. Well, if this game closes up like it is right now, Sam Greer will get the win. And strike 2. 0-2 the count. Fouled back. Oh, 2. And that's in the dirt. And a high fly right field. It's going to stay in the park. Fluardi makes the catch. 1 out.
Now batting number 1, Logan Duff.
Logan Duff will step in. Duff 0 for 3 tonight. And he takes a strike, 0-1. In the dirt, 1-1. And that is hit in the air. Identical positioning and result. Catch is made, 2 outs. Yeah, conveniently now the ball is not carrying anymore. And a pin, no, yet it's him.
Shortstop, number 41, Errol Rosado.
Errol Rosado, the final hope here in the bottom of the ninth. It's going to take a Herculean effort at this point. Down 18-7, he takes ball 1. The 1-0. That's in there. And a ground ball to second. This should do it. Throw to first in time, and the Express fall tonight to the Staunton Braves by a final of 18-7. And with the loss, Strasburg with a uncharacteristic 0-2 start to a campaign. Meanwhile, the Staunton Braves with a good win tonight here in Strasburg on the road, and they're now 3-0 as they win the game 18 runs on 15 hits and a 1 error. And for Strasburg, just not enough pitching to get the victory tonight. Strasburg 7 runs on 9 hits and 3 errors. Winning pitcher in this ball game tonight will be Sam Greer. He went 4 innings, allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. And the loss will go to Mitchell Dean. He didn't record an out in inning number 7. No save in this ball game. Staunton is 3-0, and Strasburg falls to 0-2. Game time tonight, 3 hours and 9 minutes. Plenty of power in this one. Brett Mosley, 2 home runs. Jacob Payne, a home run for Strasburg. Jack Anderson, a home run for Staunton. Ryan Fluardi with a home run. Wyatt Campbell, home run. Wyatt Pfeiffer with a home run. Jackson Ingram, a home run. and a lot of walks for Strasburg. So we'll see if they can get things straight over the next week or so, get some new players in, some depth and some pitching, and we'll see how things shake out the rest of the year. But here tonight from Strasburg, the Express fall to 0-2 with a 18-7 loss to the Staunton Braves. Again, tomorrow night, it's an off day, so no games. We'll be back here on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock start, as the Express will play host to the Purcellville Cannons. Again, we want to thank everyone for joining us here for opening night from Strasburg, season opener, home season opener in 2025. The Express fall to the Braves of Staunton, 18-7. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you again on Tuesday. This is Kyle Gutschall signing off for the 2025 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.